November 14th, I attempted to record a second Chasing Landscapes video. The location, the Hillsborough County area in southern New Hampshire, in an area that's known as the Four Falls. Because recording video is still a rather new medium for me, the results were, well, let's just say less than good. But on that day, I was excited to use my new iPhone 7 Plus, and Slow Shutter Cam just released a fantastic new update. And in the end, I walked away with a handful of good photographs that I was very happy with. Here are the best iPhone photographs from that beautiful fall day. All right, here we are. The first stop is Purgatory Falls, and we are in the upper portion of Purgatory Falls in the somewhat parking spot here. We have a couple issues that we need to keep an eye out for. The first is it's still pretty early. It's about 9 a.m. right now, and sunlight is pretty harsh. Now, normally that's not an issue for iPhone photography because while long exposures are an issue for regular photography, iPhones only simulate long exposures when photographing waterfalls. So we can sometimes get away with bright light and still get that waterfall effect. The problem is if the lighting is uneven. So if there's one stream of light falling down on the waterfall, it's going to ruin the whole thing. Kind of like that one stream of light falling on my face. It's killing the exposure. So we're going to check it out. And finally, the other issue is that I mentioned in the first Chasing Landscape episode. It's the drought. The drought is still very much in full effect here in New England. I don't know how bad the waterfall is going to be, or lack thereof of a waterfall. So we're going to check it out and see what happens. Well, I think we got all the photos that we want from Purgatory Falls. As you can see right there, the exposure, the sunlight's starting to creep in, and I was lucky to get the photos that I wanted here. I thought I would have a little bit more time before the sun reared its head, but c'est la vie. Let us move on to the next spot. Car, sweet car. Alrighty, we're ready for our next spot. Purgatory Falls, great hike. I was dressed warmly, and by the time I finished over there, the heat started to rise. Started about 30 degrees this morning, and it's supposed to get up into the 60s. So, yeah, I had a little too many layers on. Made a little bit of a sweat, but you know what? It's all good. I think the next spot we're going to head to, Center Falls. Where are my keys? Alrighty, so I think I'm in the right area. Wow, this does sound like the beginning of a bad horror movie, right? But anyway, I'm going to travel light. It's warmer now, so I don't have to wear my jackets. I am going to bring my iPhone 7 Plus. I'm going to bring my tripod. And a lot of people have been asking what I've been using for my tripod mount. And that is just the Beast Grip. But, I mean, seriously, any tripod mount that will attach your iPhone to the tripod will do. I'm only being fancy just in case I need to hook up a microphone to it. Something for a future reference. So I think that's pretty much it. I have my iPhone 7 Plus. I am going to bring my GoPro, which I'm recording right now, and just something to use as a tripod for that bad boy. That's all I got to say about that. So I think this is all I'm bringing. And let's go find out. Man, you know, let's see if there is a waterfall here and see if there's anything worth photographing. How much better is the 50mm lens, telephoto, whatever you want to call it, on the iPhone 7 Plus? Is it worth it? Is it better than anything you would get with a lens attachment for any other iPhone? Answer is a resounding yes. I absolutely love it. I had my doubts. For anybody who's listened to me on the Tiny Shutter podcast, I griped about it. I said that it's quirky, and it's true, it is. There are some things that are weird about it, like that it tends to not work very well in low light because it is only a f2.8 aperture instead of the f2 on the wide angle lens. But when you're out in the wild, really doesn't matter. It's actually quite nice, and it's sharp from corner to corner. Everything you'd want in your iPhone photography, both on wide angle and telephoto. Slow shutter cam. Oh good, my car's still there. Slow shutter cam. We are at version 4.0, and they introduced the ability to control your ISO, and it allows you to take advantage of the telephoto lens on the iPhone 7 Plus. Is it worth it? Yes, absolutely worth it. You have, again, it comes down to sharpness on all corners of the photo. You get it with the telephoto. It's a must-have for anybody serious in iPhone photography. While I'm not crazy about the big screen, I actually would long for something smaller. The upgrade in camera is definitely noticeable, and I am happily going to eat my own crow because I gave it its doubts with the iPhone lens. Slow shutter cam, it's beyond better. The ability to control your ISO is phenomenal. Any issue I had in my previous Chasing Landscape video where I talked about the need to switch to Camera Plus is gone. The The people at Slow Shutter Cam did a fantastic job, and I would happily pay for the app again. It's that good. I'm that passionate about it. I don't know if I'm going to have much time tackling the other two waterfalls. It's getting kind of late. Kind of late being a relative term. It's like noontime, but it's going to be a little bit of a drive for me to get home. But you know what? Let's give it a sporting try. We're going to see if we can hit Garwin Falls and then Brook Falls and see what we get. Let's go. I have the microphone attached to it. It's a little bit loud, but there is a little bit of overexposure on the waterfall itself. However, I'm really digging the effects that I'm getting with the photos. There isn't a lot of places that I can shoot from because of the overexposure with the sunlight. Sunlight is coming down pretty hard, but in a few places it actually worked, and I think I got some really nice photos from it. Let's take a look. We haven't made it to the waterfall just yet, but as you can see from the little babbling brook, it's calm, it's gentle, but I happen to know that it is much more aggressive than this. So it looks like the drought has hit this area pretty hard. So I'm not expecting a lot from Brook Falls. I'll show you some photos from my last visit here in the fall, and we will compare it with what we have right now. Wow, yikes. That's a bit of a difference. Yeah, there's not a lot to photograph here, but I do see some places that I can capture, just little spots, but I think we can make them work. Again, I have a very soft spot for this area. I've been coming here for a while now, for the past, I think 3-4 years, ever since I found out about this place. And, it's not what it used to be, but the water will come back eventually, I pray. But let's go see what we can photograph. Let's make this work. Wow. On the one hand, it's a shame that the drought has caused Brook to be so small, but it allowed us the opportunity to really get up close and personal with the waterfall. And if it wasn't for the drought, I wouldn't have been able to get some of the shots without using a spotting scope or something. I could do it with a DSLR, but probably not with the iPhone. Whew. So we got some great shots of Brook Falls. Even at its worst, and I use that term very loosely, even at its worst, it's still beautiful. And I'm really, really happy that we were able to get some great photos of it. I had a great time using the brand new iPhone 7 Plus. I had a great time using the brand new slow shutter cam version 4.0 and its brand new features. It allowed me to get some really great shots under really hard conditions. Again, the perfect day would have been an overcast day, but we can't get what we want. And I got a decent amount of photos for the weather condition that we have. So once again, comes to an end. I am so happy to be doing this Chasing Landscape series with the iPhone camera, showing you what you could do with your own iPhone or any smartphone device. I hope this is good inspiration to go out, explore your world, and take some pictures. You don't need a crazy awesome DSLR to accomplish this. You could do it. You could take great photos with the camera in your pocket. If you enjoyed this series, check out the previous episode and see how it all began. And more will come, that I promise. But if you enjoyed these videos, go ahead, like and subscribe, and come back for more. You could always find more with our audio podcast that is hosted by Joseph Ferreria and Matt Hoffman. You can find Tiny Shutter on iTunes, Stitcher, or any other podcasting device out there. And you can always follow me, Marc Sadowski, on Instagram. Information is below. And in the notes below, you'll find all the things that I've used in today's adventure. See you next time.